It's the last week of the Canadian federal election. Welcome to whatever the this is. Pierre Poilievre cashed in his Visine sponsorship check live at the debate, shedding a tear for his crowd sizes. Then, of course, popping a reactant because he's allergic to emotion. Mark Carney's debate bingo card and his inner monologue were both fully blacked out.
I would be gagged.
A sight we will now never unsee in our minds. And Jagmeet Singh, the joyful warrior, audio bombed every one of Pierre Poilievre's monologue opportunities like a pro.
Why vote for Conservatives?
He's got the Mr. Singh, sorry.
Mr. Poilievre saying is that have no rules, have no regulation, have no controls over any energy.
And yes, to be clear, I said audio bomb, not bomb. Saskatchewan Party MLA. That's racist. Again. The Debate Commission, in a move that felt like a dare, gave post-scrum access to multiple right-wing outlets, including Rebel News, leading to chaos, shouting, interruptions, and the eventual cancellation of the entire post-debate press conference, which also led to this. Offer of things like
I don't know, you're a government journalist. Every single one of you.
No.
Okay, so it's only in Canada where the actual news then interview the fake news about how they managed to ruin a news conference for which the fake news wanted to peddle their fake news. It's like watching a fire and then asking a talking bag of milk in a trench coat how they pulled it off mid-blaze, only to be like, wait, what? You're not a fireman? Which is a perfect tie-in to the official slogan of this election. Canada votes 2025. What in the actual f***? This week, Mark Carney was caught omitting the part where Trump called Canada the 51st state on their phone call together. Pierre Poilievre, meanwhile, he was caught omitting Trump from his entire campaign, which might just blow what should have been an inevitable election win. News reports this week had Pierre Poilievre potentially losing his own Ottawa riding, which makes sense because he's losing the right to be in his campaign's final ads to 3 older, richer, whiter dudes than him.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's right, the Conservatives' Endgame ads have no Pierre Poilievre and feature 2 white guys who definitely send one-word emails and have personally caused at least 3 financial recessions, starring in a golf commercial. And their other ad? It features Stephen Harper. You know your campaign is in grim territory when you bench Pierre Poilievre for Harper as Mr. Relatable. And in case you've forgotten what Harper was like, here's a totally normal, non-alien flashback.
Something you might not know about me is that I love movies and TV shows.
That's riveting human stuff. We've got so much to cover in this episode, but first, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. This week also welcome new platforms for every party, all of them handing in their assignments late on the final week, which must mean they were great. And if you think that, you would be wrong, because the Liberals brought back the ghost of Justin Trudeau, but this time it's programmed to spend even more to finish the job. The Conservatives released their platform so late it showed up with stock photos of a guy and that same guy with his wife. Nothing says vision for Canada like clip art and tax cuts. And the NDP, they promised everything you'd ever want, plus a few things you didn't know you wanted. It almost brought a tear to my eye, but I know that was just a Visine. And finally this week, campaigns went to get out the vote.
So if you're voting for anybody else, you're sleeping. Wake up Canada, and vote for Pierre Poilievre.
Okay, so there's 3 things there. Number 1, Pierre Poilievre. Look how uncomfortable he looks. It just makes me happy. Number 2, look at this guy's energy level. That is something to be praised. I don't think Pierre can hit those notes. And number 3, isn't it poetic justice that brown people mispronounce white people's names every once in a while?
Poilievre!
Which brings us to our new segment, Browns. We campaign harder. Go ahead, get whatever semi-pseudo quasi-racist thought out of your system, because yes, sometimes we do cringe it up, but don't get it twisted. Doesn't matter which party, brown people, we campaign harder.
It's time for change.
Listen, white folks, you guys invented political strategy, but us brown people, we're mopping the floor with tactics. Are you kidding me? From scooters to cardboard cutouts to the Jagmeet jumps, we bring that immigrant hustle to every corner of this country. And by the way, it doesn't even matter if we're polling at like 3%. We're showing up like it's the Super Bowl of democracy.
Yo, Wagwan, my Toronto youths, don't be moving shaky, thinking your vote doesn't count.
You might laugh, but deep down you know, your lawn signs aren't cutting it. You can't compete with this. And the story for this week, the election is nearly here. So on Monday, make sure you go vote. not for this guy if any part of this show has not been obvious to you. But if you feel like you're just tuning in right now, worry not. I have got you covered. I'll give you a 60-second summary to get you caught up. But just before I do that, if you're watching this after Election Day, can you believe that guy won? It was so obvious and or a surprise. Okay, here's what you need to know. Trudeau bailed. Carney materialized like a hedge fund hallucination from central casting. Trump disrupted shit. The Greens tried poly leadership. Danielle Smith applied to be Florida's next governor. Pierre dropped slogans, candidates, and rights promising to use the notwithstanding clause like it's a fidget spinner. Trump disrupted shit. Preston Manning emerged from the oil sands to whisper separatism and vanish. Rebel News crashed the debate with a golden invite. Jagmeet Singh raised the roof. The roof stayed down. Carney ran Brookfield. Conservatives invested in Brookfield. The NDP shouted loudly about it into the void. Trump disrupted shit. Pierre learned, Pierre cried about Carney, about the crowds. The PPC went on Tucker Carlson and raved to Super Freak in a dude room. A guy named Trump disrupted shit. Polls tightened, but pundits panicked a lot. Zeddy died. Trump disrupted shit. Canada votes 2025. What in the actual... Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Also, please share it with your network. For exclusive content and to support our progressive advocacy, visit forwardcanada.ca. Join a growing movement of those fighting for progress on healthcare, education, workers' rights, public services and institutions, the environment, and much, much more.